Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Friday, August 30th, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Kamala's big interview, F-16 crash, death penalty ready, and homes for illegals. That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, Kamala's big interview last night on CNN, full of gems like the climate crisis is real, that it is an urgent matter to which we should apply metrics that include holding ourselves to deadlines around time. Bill O'Reilly tweeted last night, watching the interview with 3 people. All are fair, no party apparatchiks. And I asked, anyone learn anything? No's all around. No answer as to why she switched her policy on fracking on the border. Tim Walz saying he lied about his service in war was due to his poor grammar. Kamala seems to be in a bit of a doom loop. The more she's falling in the polls, the more interviews she'll have to do. And the more interviews she'll do will make her drop even more in the polls. A top Ukrainian pilot has died when his U.S.-made F-16 crashed on Monday, just weeks after the planes arrived in Ukraine. The Ukrainian military says that Pilot Air was not behind the incident. This pilot was one of the few men in Ukraine who are trained to fly F-16s. A group of Ukrainians started their F-16 training in the U.S. this past fall. Obviously, it could take years to be trained properly. These pilots only had 6 months. The Ukrainian Air Force says that this guy, Moonfish, is his call name, destroyed 3 cruise missiles and 1 attack drone before he was killed in that crash. South Carolina is triple ready to put Freddie Owens to death in September. The head of corrections says that the lethal injection drugs are pure, the electric chair has been tested, and the firing squad has the ammunition and training ready if needed. Lawmakers in 2021 allowed firing squad to be on the menu of lethal options. 3 volunteers stand 15 feet away. They're going to fire at a target placed at his heart. Owens was found guilty of killing a convenience store clerk, shooting him in the head. And while he was in custody, he murdered his cellmate in a particularly gruesome way. This bill is now one step closer to becoming law. It has enough votes from Democrats in Sacramento to override Governor Newsom's veto if he chooses to. It gives 20% down payment of a home, up to $150,000, to illegal aliens. This bill already exists. It's now being expanded to illegal aliens. Trump's campaign said the bill is fundamentally unfair, but typical Democrat policy. I'm Mike Slater. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day. Next.
Your safety is important, and I am happy to introduce you to Byrna, a self-defense solution that will help keep you and your family safe. Byrna offers a powerful non-lethal pistol with tear gas, pepper, irritants, and kinetic projectiles that disable attackers for 30 to 40 minutes. It's all legal in every state, and no background checks are required. And they ship directly to your door, very private. They are American-made in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and are trusted by U.S. government agencies and hundreds of police departments. If you are a gun owner, you need options. Avoid the complexities that come with taking a life and having to defend your freedom in court. And if you're adverse to firearms, Byrna is a good alternative solution. So please visit Byrna.com/Bill. to receive a 10% discount. That's BYRNA.com/Bill. Stay safe with Byrna. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Friday, remember the name Jody Powell? At 33, he was appointed President Jimmy Carter's press secretary. Mr. Powell died young at 65 from a heart attack, and his White House employment certainly was not a physiological boost to him. Obviously, the late 1970s were a much different time than now, but the economic problems President Biden has are very similar to Jimmy Carter's. Simply put, working-class Americans are getting hammered with the high cost of just about everything. Biden's press secretary is Karine Jean-Pierre, who, like Jody Powell, has no explanation other than the Republicans did it. A tarot card reader could give you a better analysis than that. Here is the grim truth. Under President Biden, grocery store prices are up 25% on average, a disaster. Gas prices 50% higher. than Inauguration Day 2021. Cost of a home up 47%. You want to insure that expensive house? It'll cost you 64% more than under Donald Trump. Car insurance up 52%. Now, these price hikes are endless, and Ms. Jean-Pierre is shell-shocked. Even the pro-Biden press is having a very hard time spinning this. It's like saying a root canal will improve your day. It won't. And the Republicans didn't do it. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Now let's go to the mail. Ralph, I think in California, if you have a legal driver's license, you can vote in elections. No. It's a felony, a federal case. No non-citizen can vote. Now, do they? Yeah. But if they're caught, they can be prosecuted. I know what you're saying. It's easier to game the system if you have a driver's license, but that it's not legal. Melanie, I'm already dealing with Rakuten, R-A-K-U-T-E-N, R-A-K-U-T-E-N. And I've received 3 checks from them with rebates from what I buy. It's very easy. You get an account, and when you buy a certain amount, they give you a rebate. Okay, we gave that. That was our Smart Life tip yesterday. I'm glad it's working for you, Melanie. Ed Freeze, Jacksonville, Florida. Bill, thanks for informing us about the usafacts.org site. It went on today as a wealth of facts. So that's why we had the segment. We want you to get the facts. usafacts.org. John Paver, San Antonio, Texas. A little hot down there, but a nice town. Mr. O, you mentioned you would give the European odds for the up-and-coming presidential election. Were you able to obtain them? Of course we were, John, but thank you for asking. So we went to Ladbrokes, which is the big betting parlor in London, and we said, what's the odds of Trump and Harris? Trump is even money. So that means if you put 10 pounds that Trump will win, you get 10 pounds back. Harris is 4-5. Okay? So she's slight favorite. So you're not even money, it's a slight favorite. But that changes from week to week, even day to day. But that is what's going on in London. In a moment, something you might not know. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. Every year, travel magazines rank the most livable places in the world. One city often tops the list, Auckland. Here is a look at New Zealand's biggest city. The region is the ancestral homeland of the Maori people. Its remote location in the South Pacific shielded the territory from European explorers for hundreds of years. The first English settlements were established in the early 19th century. The islands were declared part of the British Empire in the New Zealand Constitution Act of 1846. Today, the nation is sovereign, but remains part of the British Commonwealth with King Charles as head of state. The city of Auckland is now home to 1.4 million people. When ranked, the town receives high scores in education, pleasant weather, excellent beaches, safe neighborhoods, and a thriving economy. The median household income is $80,000, $6,000 higher than the USA. The New Zealand healthcare system is considered the best in the world. Unlike public plans in other countries, wealthy residents can purchase supplemental insurance to reduce wait times. A big feature for most Americans is the lack of traffic in New Zealand. The average Kiwi spends less than 5 minutes a day commuting. By comparison, folks in New York City enjoy 60 minutes of traffic during rush hour. Auckland has also produced some pretty famous people, including Mount Everest climber Edmund Hillary, country singer Keith Urban, director Peter Jackson, and actor Russell Crowe. And here's something else you might not know. Auckland is one of the most affordable first world cities on the planet. A one-night stay at the Auckland Hilton costs just $90 US. The Hilton in Midtown Manhattan will set you back more than $500 a night. Other cities ranked most livable in 2024, Vancouver, Canada, Melbourne, Australia, Copenhagen, Denmark, and Vienna, Austria. Back after this. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.